All right, video number 3. This is actually going to cover the second step in our 4x4 Bible reading plan. And I hope you've been following along in order. If you haven't caught the other two videos, go watch those first, especially the second one. But this is the third one. And so we talked the last video about preparing to read. This time we're going to talk about actually reading and what that looks like. And then we'll catch the next set in the following videos. Okay, so this the second step in our 4x4 Bible reading plan is to actually read the Bible. Okay, you want to read the Bible actually 4 times each week. That's where we get one of the number 4s from, the 4x4 Bible reading plan. Read the Bible 4 times at least, 4 times each week. And I've included, and I will either email, text, post. I'll get you a copy of this Bible reading plan. But in the Bible reading plan, it's broken up into weeks, actually 44 weeks and 4 days of reading per week. Okay, and guess what? In those 4 days and 44 weeks of Bible reading, you can actually read the entire Bible. Okay, now that's not the important thing, that you read the entire Bible from cover to cover. The order of it's not as important to this Bible reading plan. This Bible reading plan, the importance is how often do you read the Bible every week, and we want to go with 4 times a week to read the Bible. Our first video, we explained kind of why that was important, but just as a refresher, there's a lot of different issues in our lives that are reflected by how we read the Bible. Simply our beliefs in the Bible itself and in God, and how we view Him as good and great and trustworthy, and how we can submit to Him. All that is affected by our Bible reading. Okay, if we're reading the Bible quite a bit, we'll have a closer relationship with the Lord, and we'll see Him for who He is. He'll reveal Himself to us, and we'll feel closer. We won't feel spiritually stagnant. If we're not reading the Bible very much, or not at all, we won't feel like we're growing in Him, obviously. But then there's other issues like our sharing of our faith will increase the more we increase our Bible reading. And then other things will decrease, like loneliness, anger, bitterness in our relationships, alcohol and drug use, pornography viewing. All those things will actually decline the more we read the Bible. And especially 4 times a week. That's the key. Something about maybe every other day or something like that is helpful, kind of a helpful rhythm for our busy lives to read the Bible as often as we can. And so we're going to ask you to read the Bible 4 times each week, and we're going to give you a Bible reading plan to kind of go along with it. And the Bible is broken up into sections, and then into books, and of course in chapters. And so, again, the volume of your reading on a daily basis is not the key. Obviously, it's good to read as much as you can, but some days you might not have as much time. You might have time for 1 chapter, not 4. You might have time for 10 verses. You might have time for 1 or 2 verses. But if you're doing that on Monday, let's say, and then you come back on Wednesday and read, 10 more, Friday you're reading some more, Sunday you're reading some more. I don't know. It doesn't matter the days of the week, but 4 days a week, reading the Bible, opening it up, seeing what God has for you. Prepare your heart. Ask God to speak to you, and then read it and hear it and see what God has to say, ready to respond to His Word. If you're doing that 4 times a week, I believe God will do some amazing things in your life. And we want Him to do it in all of our lives collectively together as we follow this plan together. All right, so watch the next video on how to discover what God has for you as you read the Bible.